Good evening.
What you want?
I'm hungry.
Go get your pizza.
Go get your pizza, son. Go get your
Then you
food.
ain't hungry. Then you're not hungry. Hello, everybody.
Good evening. It's Wednesday.
It's
And
Wednesday.
we are live.
Taylor, go get him some water, please.
And we are
Taylor
live.
on duty today.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, everyone.
How are you? We are here.
We are.
And
We are.
welcome.
Welcome.
Well, what an exciting day we have today.
We do.
Yeah.
It's
It's always exciting when we're here.
Yes. it is.
Let's see. Where should we start, Ken? Oh, I know where we can start. We have things, guys. We have things. Look at these.
What did we? Okay, where are we starting? I was about to share, but
Look at these. Y'all see these? We gotta scoot back.
okay, wait. Taylor, give it to Saint. I don't want it. Oh, do I need
Can
to
y'all
open
see
it?
these? What we got? We got shirts.
We got shirts.
You can't tell us nothing that weird fish. When you get a shirt,
Goodbye.
when you get a shirt, that means
Here,
you are
give it to Saint.
official. We have shirts, and
We got
these shirts were made by none other than the Crafting Angel.
Angel, thank you.
Let me tell you, my LS is, honey, she has been doing her thing in the crafting world, okay?
Yes,
The Crafting
yes.
Angel is out here making moves. You know, I just came from Alabama for my baby's birthday. You know, the Crafting Angel hooked my baby up with some custom-made robes, honey. Had her little name.
Yes, she
You
was.
have the same shirt.
Had her little name on it and all her friends' name. And let me tell you something else. I washed my baby's robe because she had pizza sauce and nail polish and all the things on her. I washed my baby's robe, and let me tell you something. The print did not budge. You know how sometimes when people print stuff for you, honey, the letters get the lifting and doing all the things. Not
Yes.
the Crafting Angel. Don't do the Crafting Angel, honey.
You won't do it. You won't.
It's
Hold on.
quality. So Crafting Angel, we shouting you out tonight, girl, because you out here making moves for any of your print needs. Shirts.
She does it. So I just want to say one of my things I do want to that I do want to share. My kids are all up in my mix tonight, y'all. So y'all gonna have to excuse
You
it.
good.
But I want to show my sign. She made my sign.
Scoot it up closer so I can see. You know my eyes, baby.
I can't see. Okay, here we go. Is it in there?
Yes, in there. Oh, melanin, brown sugar, warm. I know that's
and
right.
Chocolate and gold.
Look at the
So I got
Crafting
this
Angel.
sign to hang up in my home. I love that. And our shirts and things. Hold on.
It's so good. So for all of your
It's
print
so
needs, shirts, robes, home goods, signs, whatever you need, DM the Crafting Angel. I don't have a website for her, but if you DM her, she gets back to you really quickly. So go ahead and look her up, the Crafting Angel. Angel, we love you, girl. So on my trip too, I made a little detour, honey, to see someone else. Let me tell you, shout out to Huntsville for all the entrepreneurs y'all got. Y'all out here. Huntsville, first of all, I didn't even know what Huntsville was. When I pulled up, I said all of these things and buildings.
It's new things.
So many new things, Candace. It's
I've been gone for too long. I gotta get back.
I'm talking about out here like a straight up city, like a big city.
Las Vegas.
Don't play with them. Don't play. I said, what is all of these shopping things? Girl, I'm looking for Madison Square Mall, honey. Toe down. Gone. Girl, they done toe it down.
That used to be That used to be our thing.
I'm looking for all the places and things, but gone. But shout out to all the entrepreneurs y'all here doing big. I went to can you all see this? This says Natalie Ray Styles. Okay. Let me tell you something about Natalie Ray Styles. When I say pieces, okay? Let me show you some things that I got. So when the world opens up, baby, I'm coming out with this. Okay? You see this? Y'all see this?
Ooh.
I'm coming out, honey. I'm gonna have my things. I'm gonna say, what you say? I'm gonna open my thing, my purse, my clutch. I'm gonna say, hello, who wants to know? Honey, because I'm out here in my Natalie Ray Styles, baby. Clutch.
Girl.
Clutch. And you know, I like me a little African print. I like this is Natalie Ray Styles. Hold on. If you're looking for Fulani earrings, because you know, I got me a good pair of Fulani earrings.
Cute.
I was afraid they were gonna be like,
mine.
I was afraid they were gonna be like super heavy, but they are not. They're nice and lightweight. I'm ready. Summertime don't want to see me. Summertime don't want to see me.
I need these.
I got me some of these bangles.
Come on, Bangles. Come on, Bangles.
Well, where am I going?
Where are you going? Because you can go up to the grocery store. You can go up to the Target.
And I'm gonna be accessorized. Do you hear me?
You can get up there. You can get up there.
Accessorized. And here's another little piece. Girl, look at these. Look at these earrings.
Oh,
look at these.
I need.
Look at these.
Oh, that's so cute.
Girl, I'm talking about accessories, pieces galore. Natalie Ray Styles. We are going to put her website up.
Gone, Natalie.
Gone.
You got
Natalie.
my vote.
Honey.
Angel, what is it? Angel. Why keep I'm messing this up?
So we got the crafting angel.
The crafting angel and Natalie. I just want to say Angel and Natalie, y'all got my vote.
Y'all definitely got pieces. Quality pieces, because I'm so sick of some of this junk that's been out there. But this is quality, and I love quality.
Yes.
So thank you, ladies. Black-owned, woman-owned businesses. Y'all out here doing it big, and we love it all. We love it all.
Yes, we do.
Woo! Tonight.
Okay, let's talk. Sorry, I'm wiping my camera off.
Tonight. So we've been talking about this for some time, and somebody else asked us to talk about it too. But we need to get into toxic people. Okay. We just need to talk about it because they out here ruining lives. You hear me? Ruining lives. They out here ruining lives and working my nerve. He's one of them.
I'm gonna put him out. They are wild because see, dad is trying to get here, and I'm just like, can you please hurry up and get here because you're children.
He's on his way. Okay. So we're talking about toxic people. Okay. Toxic relationships, toxic family members, all of it. And I think the thing for me is because most of the time it's somebody that we love, we just kind of just deal with whatever the behavior is and just let it keep going, even though it's draining. It's like, but I love this person and I can't let them go. But toxic people will wear you low.
No, I'm serious, and really drain you. And then sometimes you don't even realize how much it has drained you to a point of like you're internalizing this stuff. And especially depending on who it is, like depending on who the person is, because some people it's just like, all right, let me cut them off. And then you got other people in your life who are like should be significant and are significant in your life, and they are so toxic. And it drains you so bad because you get to a point where, you know, you don't want to say the wrong thing or you don't want to, you know, be at odds. Like me, I don't like confrontation. I don't like to be into it with people. So, you know, I'll let it go and go and go forever. And then it's like it comes down to when are you to be done? Like what?
So okay, let's talk about, because there's toxic people in all different kind of relationships. So let's talk about toxic in a romantic relationship. Have you ever been in a romantic relationship with somebody who was toxic? Maybe we need to define what toxic is.
Yeah, let's define toxic.
All right. I got it right here. It says signs of a person who is toxic. You're left feeling emotionally exhausted after an encounter with them.
And can I just add, you got to prepare yourself for encounters with them. You know they toxic. If you got to get yourself together, if you know you getting ready to see them, you got to get yourself together. You know they toxic.
Here go another one. They are intimidated. No, they try to intimidate you to get their way.
Mom, can you turn it a little?
That sounds a little bit like narcissism too.
Mom, can you turn my TV?
It does. It does.
That sounds
And
a little bit
then
like
it
that
says
too.
they try to control you by guilt tripping. And there's another one. They are easily
That's
jealous.
it. Mm.
And they constantly see themselves as a victim. When it's them, girl.
When you know it's you, you know that's you.
Oh,
You know,
they give backhanded compliments.
Okay, what's an example of a backhanded compliment?
You know what a backhanded compliment is.
Like
It's
what?
like if someone says, oh, come on, let me think. Oh, yeah. Oh, girl, those shoes are so cute. But I would have worn with something else.
But really trying to say you look a mess. But
That's so, or the shoes cute or not, but I would have worn with something else.
Right, that part.
That part. And then here's another one. They're overly defensive. It's so many. I have so many. We can talk about them all.
So in relationships, I'm trying to think, have I ever been in a toxic relationship? I will say that at the beginning, because my husband and I have been together for a very, very long time. And I will say the very beginning of our relationship was pretty bad. I don't know if you would call it toxic, but it was like bad in the beginning. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was like, I don't know, don't everybody go through something, right?
Yes.
So I don't know if that's the same thing, but I'm trying to think of a toxic relationship that I've ever been in. I've definitely been around. I can't think of no toxic relationships. You ever dated somebody
romantically?
Other than us just having a rough beginning, like them trying to figure things out and work through things and getting the communication under control and that kind of thing. I can't think of a romantic relationship.
You know what? To be honest, I'm not sure. I don't think I have. Thank you, Lord, that I've ever been in a romantic relationship that was toxic. Yeah, I don't think I have. I think it's, for me, it's either like friends or family.
That's for me too. It's usually that. But could toxic relationships be like, I ain't never been in that. I mean, it's toxic to be cheated on and that kind of stuff. Ain't that toxic?
Yeah.
I've experienced that, but as far as like,
and I've been that,
someone trying to no, I haven't. What about y'all in the comments?
Everybody's saying I have.
They've been in toxic relationships.
This is with a significant other.
And speaking of significant others, I don't know if we can kind of jump here, but I was thinking, this makes me think about Carrie Hilson and how she mentioned, when she gets married, she wants separate homes from her husband. Did anybody see that? Did anybody see Carrie Hilson posting that whenever she gets married, she doesn't want to live in the same house? She wants to have separate homes so she can still have her space. And I wonder if it's because, in life, dealing in, toxic relationships and everything that you just have to go through with people, I wonder, is that maybe why? Because I was like wondering, like, I wonder why she would want that. But I wonder if that's why, like, having to deal with toxic people, and maybe, does having that break or living separately cut down on the toxicity? Does it cut down on that? Like, what do y'all feel about that?
I don't know
Living
about
in
that.
separate homes.
I don't know about that.
Help with the toxic part?
If you're toxic, you're toxic. No matter where you live, you can live by yourself. You can live under a rock. You can live in a house full of people. If you're toxic and you got that negative energy on you, and you are narcissistic and you are that way, you're that way, period. It don't matter where you are.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know that has anything to do with it, but
Do
I
you
also
ever feel like you need a break? I mean, we're gonna come back to the toxics, to this whole thing, but like in relationships, because we're talking about the relationship piece, but do you
Hmm.
think that you need breaks in relationships? And I don't mean like break up and get to see other people, or do you want to see other people?
Mhm.
Like, is that toxic? Is that like people who want to do those things, like have open marriages, who wants to live apart? Like, does that make you toxic? Because are those things toxic, or is that just could be
I
just a way
for
of life?
for me, if that was the case, if my partner wanted to do those things for me, that just wouldn't work. I don't know if I can put the label toxic on that, but
Mm-hmm.
no thank you to that. I don't want that. That's not how I choose to live my life or see my life. So no, I don't want that. I don't want
Me
that.
either.
I don't want
I
that
don't
at
want
all.
that. I don't want that. And but I do think breaks are healthy though. Not in breaks as y'all separate, but like, if you take some me time or they take a little trip, or I know with his work it makes him have to be in and out, and that does give a break now.
It
That
does.
does give a break, and it cuts down on a lot.
Everybody need a
It cuts
break.
down on a lot. Yeah, everybody needs a break.
Yes.
But
I
I
think
don't
it
think that has anything to do with having a break and all of that and needing that. I don't think that has anything to do with being toxic. I just think it's something we all need as human beings.
mm-hmm. It's the
Breaks are
only thing
healthy.
I can decide. Yeah, if that works for somebody else, go for it. But that don't work for me. Can we talk about toxic friends real quick?
Yeah, let's talk about that. Let's jump right on into it, because that's where the issues is at. That's where the issues reside.
Let's talk about
Okay, put it
toxic
up.
friends. Let's talk about those people who just suck all the life out of you. And you end up giving more than they have ever given. You know what I'm saying? And when it's your turn to need, they ain't got nothing for you. You know what I'm saying?
You can't find them. You looking around, you can't find them
Let's talk
at
about
all.
that. Let's talk about those kind of people. So what do we do? Do we cut them off, Ken, or what we
I'm
supposed to
looking.
do?
Listen, I've gotten to a point in my life where I'm cutting people off.
Like
Serious,
for
pure point
good
blank.
though, or do we have a conversation with them about it though first?
I would say that, like, if this is a close friend, and this is somebody you would consider a close friend, and definitely you want to have I would think you're gonna have a few conversations leading up to this point. But at the cutoff, there's no more talking. It's just gonna happen, and you're gonna be looking around like, well, I wonder what, because I done told you.
Because I
But
done told you. I think that's the hard part for me.
cutting people
I
off, and I want go ahead. I ain't gonna say,
I
because
have learned I have learned to do
no, leave that
so,
down.
but if I'm for
Leave that part
you,
down.
I'm for you. And most times it don't even matter. Like I know the kind of person that I am. If I have decided and chosen to be in your life, or that I want you in my life, I give a lot. A lot. So I don't the cutting off part, it takes a minute for me to do. I've learned how to.
Have you ever cut anybody off?
Yes, I have.
You have?
Yes, I have.
You had to cut people off recently? Do they know they've been cut off?
I'm sure.
What does a cutoff look like for you?
Silence.
You don't
That's what
speak
it.
to them no more?
Oh, but you know what? It's not like total silence, because I can be cordial, but I'm not gonna waste a whole lot of energy and time your way. Yes, I have cut people off before. I
Well,
sure
I
have.
have. I definitely have, and I definitely still will. Because I just feel like, I don't know if we mentioned this as a part of toxic, but people just hating, you know what I mean? Just hating for no reason. And just, you always, every time you see me or even think about me or somebody mention my name, you looking sideways. For what? For what? So for me, that's toxic. Or you're fake smiling, at, speaking, and I can tell when it's fake. I know when it's fake, and I know when it's like you really don't fool with me like that, and all of that. Like I know that, and for me, that's toxic and it's draining. I don't want somebody around me, or who I know for real. It's not real and it's not genuine, and it's just because we're standing here, so you're showing face. But outside of that, it's something different. We ain't even never had to ever been something for me to cut you off. Like, that wasn't even your friend. I don't care. You cut off. I don't even care.
Right.
So I don't have a problem with doing that. That's been but back in the day though, when I was younger and I was in school and stuff and having to deal with people and the girls, being mean and being extra and that kind of thing. It was hard for me then. Like back in the day, that was hard for me. I didn't like I said, I don't like conflict. It was important for me to try to make peace and make things right and figure out what the issue is and that kind of thing. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm too old for that, and I got 2 kids that I have to keep up with and have sanity for. Like, this stuff, when I say is draining, it's literally to the point of I'm tired and I almost can't even get up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that feeling of just overwhelm, and like I don't have it in me to bother. No, I cut people off regularly. I do.
Yeah.
But you mentioned, is it for good? Is it for good for you?
Most times, yes. Unless there is a come to Jesus moment. And I try to be forgiving in some things, but because if the person has a track record of being that way, and then they try to come back and like, yeah, what I did was messed up, whatever, and then you do it again, we're not gonna keep doing that, because I do believe in forgiveness now. I do believe in that, but to repeat a cycle of things and then me like, yeah, come on, open arms, I'm not gonna keep doing that.
I'm not going to keep doing that. Amber says, I think I just began to determine who I can rely on. I stopped including toxic friends in areas of my life that truly matter. Now, that's true. You can deal with them just in social functions, but outside of that, it's like, Taylor, outside of that, you don't include them in things that are personal and close to you. I think, you know what, guys? I think I'm not interested at all. Not even the not important parts of my life. Like, I'm not interested in having you around at all. And I think right now in life, like hold on. Hey, Taylor. I think at one point in my life, there might have been a coming back, a forgive, we can talk and chit chat. But right now, today, you guys, I'm telling you, from 2021 and beyond, if we get to a place where I have to cut you off, that is it. That's it. There's no coming back. Period. Point blank. I will forgive you for myself.
Right.
I will wish you well. I wish you the best of luck. I want to see you win, but over there, not over here.
So you can cut somebody off and still be okay with them.
I'm still okay with you, but there is no peace part at all. You're going to be the reason why I ask who all over there. And if I hear
your name, don't make me holler in this.
I won't be there. I won't be there.
It's you. You're the reason why I asked that.
You're the reason that I asked that.
Because if you're there, I'm not coming.
Because I'm not faking. I'm not going to fake. I'm not going to do any of that. I'm going to speak and I'm going to keep it moving. So don't try to chit chat, because I'm going to walk off. So maybe that makes me petty, but also I'm at peace.
I don't know if it's petty though.
So I'm at.
I don't know that that's petty. All right, but that's with friends. That's with friends though. That's with toxic, draining, life draining friends. I get that, but
sorry.
Go ahead.
I said I had someone tell me they were sorry for having beef with me. I had no clue they didn't like me. That's that smile in your face. That's what I'm talking about. All along, I didn't even know, but the whole time you've been smiling and doing all of that.
I didn't even know you ain't like me.
I didn't even know we had no beef. I didn't even know.
I didn't
That's
know.
toxic. That's that sneaky toxic. I don't like that.
But what do you do when it's your family?
Look, Satan's asleep.
Because
Okay.
I remember, I remember like having conversations with people. Was like, yeah, that's just my cousin, that's just my mama, or that's just my auntie, or that's just whoever, and we just let the behavior continue just because we're related to them.
To them. Mm-hmm.
Is it okay? And y'all can say it in the comments. Is it okay to cut off toxic family members?
Mommy,
Out of here.
mommy, look.
And be for real now. Be honest about it, because you know it's family. This blood. You know, you're not supposed to. Blood is thicker than water. What's all the things that people say? Blood is thicker than water. You don't just cut off family. You that. What say y'all? What y'all say? Because I
They
don't
said
know.
blood doesn't make it okay. Somebody said, wait, look at this. Cut.
Down. Down.
That's-
Cut 'em off.
cut them
off.
off. I don't know. I have so many thoughts about it.
So what's your thoughts?
It's because it's your family. That's just it. It's just
So it's
because
okay for your family to clown on you? Because they're family? That gives them a pass? To have you stressed out and ran low?
No, but I feel like because we're family, we should be able to talk and be upfront and say, hey, you hurt my feelings and I didn't like that. We got to figure something out. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it should be different. You know what I'm saying?
No, it should be different. And that shouldn't even be a thing to have to do
different kind of relationship. It's family.
Right. Family, that shouldn't even have to be a part. The fact that it even has to be a part of this topic is a hot mess. That I mean, and it is. Like I said, it's truly hard, but that's where those boundaries come in. It's true. It's true. You have to love people from a distance. You have to. Hold on. This is the first episode I've been able to catch, and I love y'all. We love you too. This says, I mean, I'm not cutting my mom's off. I don't care how toxic she is.
But why not? Mamas can't get cut off? Are we saying?
They said mamas can't get cut off.
Mamas can't get cut off? Come on, y'all got to tell us, because you know I struggle with it, because I feel like, you know, family, we got to give them a little bit of pass. But I get it. But can mamas attention? Where my mic today? Attention. Can mamas get cut off? Can mamas be toxic?
No, definitely. He said, and my mom isn't toxic, for the record. She might go upside my head if she sees this. No, she's not toxic at all. That's a mama that ain't.
Look, my mama can't.
I'm reading comments. We didn't got.
Look, because
all
okay,
can get. That's what I'm thinking. All family can get cut off.
This is touchy.
It's real touchy, because I have to think about my mama.
Me too.
I have to think about now let me just say this. I have never cut my mom off, or never been like on a border to cut her off, but we have graduated to me being able to tell her how I feel. If it's something I don't like I'm gonna let her know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I will do that. But thank God my mom is not toxic like that. You know what I'm saying? My mom is not, you know, I don't have issues with my mom like that. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that she's perfect or anything, but thank God, because that would be rough. That would be rough. But everybody else's mamas can get cut off.
But mamas can get it too.
Mamas can get it too.
But this is just hard. It's just hard, When you think about toxic, you don't think, I don't really think about family, but
Mommy, I can't
family
read
can be
that.
toxic. Family is draining. Family, everybody got, hi, Tilla. Hi, my sweet girl. Hi, my sweet Aria. I miss your sweet face.
Hi, girl.
But yeah, it's just it's hard. Now, what about I
Somebody
got
says
it.
I was toxic. Shay says I was toxic as a child, as a teen, as a young adult. That was your whole life then. He said
You
as
say
a
a
teen.
child, a teen, and a young adult.
So what did you do to change your ways? What did you do? How did you keep from getting cut off?
Because we weren't
That's
going
what
to
we want to
therapy
know.
back then.
Yeah,
People weren't going
mama
to therapy.
can go to therapy. Mama and my mom, if let's just say if something ever happened and I had to get into a cutoff situation with my mom,
Mhm.
she would be one that I would be willing to hear an apology and a comeback from. You get
Okay,
what
she
I'm
can come
saying?
back.
There's
Oh,
the exception for her. She can come back. But I'm letting you know. What about gone?
click her out of there.
Gone.
Mom, can I take something else?
You said in-laws can get cut too, Can?
Mommy,
Out of here.
sir.
Y'all clowning tonight. Oh, girl, look at them. Girl, look what they saying.
Slice.
Wait a minute, y'all. I mean, no mercy. Y'all not showing no mercy.
Now, let me just say, in-laws, if I saw I don't know, if I saw a genuine,
Ooh, slice
change
them.
or genuine, something, we may could have a come to Jesus. We may.
Okay.
For an in-law. But my mom definitely a comeback. My sisters definitely a comeback. Depending on what it is for all of them, for anybody for real, depending on what it is. But
Mhm.
those I would definitely give. Taylor, you're too loud.
Where my list? Hold on, I gotta find my list. I gotta
Yeah,
find my
everybody
list.
can get cut off because my mental health is important. Yes, my mental health.
Oh, y'all
Listen.
slicing and dicing
My
tonight.
mental at this point, my health at this point is more important to me than a single The only people I'm getting ready to let run me low is these two little people, and barely them, because I'm swinging on y'all. Okay, so that's about it. Them the only
Here's my
ones.
next question. How do
Okay.
you know that you not the toxic person?
Ooh, how do you know it ain't me? Is it me, Lord? Is it me standing in the need of prayer?
You run around holler, I can't fool
You
with you.
toxic? No, it's you. It's me. Is it
How do
me,
you
Lord?
know it's not you? How do you know?
Ooh.
Ooh. See, they
How
gotta
you
think
know it's
about
not you? Now, is it you? I gotta cut myself off.
because how you cut yourself, but that's what I'm saying. If the same scenario is happening in all the relationships you find yourself in, how do you know it ain't you? And are you willing to say, uh-oh?
Oh no, I'm willing to say, it's me.
This is me. This is my fault. Like,
It's my
how do you
fault.
recognize if it's you? And then now that I got to think about that myself. How do I know it ain't me? Okay.
Here it is. Anytime you gotta ask if it's you, that's when you know it's you. Well, was it me who? You know it was you if you gotta ask that. Because it should be clear. They came for me, they tried it, and they gotta be cut off.
But it's a lot of people, round pointing fingers. It's a lot of people round pointing fingers, and relationships are turning out the same way within in any friend group, a romantic group, whatever, and they always blaming somebody else. And it's really you.
Wait a minute. Amber says she was called a toxic friend and it hurt, but I had to check myself.
What?
See, and I don't want to get in people's business because I want to say, well, why they said you was toxic? Because I'll be the judge of that. Let me see if it was, but you ain't got to tell your business. But I want to be the judge.
What they say?
Pays to have a thrill circle. Is that what y'all trying to say?
Sure. To let you know. I know.
No, that's true. That is true. But most of these people's circles are compromised of
Yeah,
yes
you
men
right.
and women. No,
You're
that
right.
is so true because
Whoever
I was
you
just getting
are.
ready to say that because I get on the phone in a minute and be like, here, so okay, let me tell you what happened and tell me if I'm wrong. You know,
Uh-huh.
but you can't be lying to your friend like, no, that wasn't you, best friend. That wasn't you, because see, they messed up and they this, that, and the third. That's them. No, you can't be lying to your friends. You
You
have to let
got
them know if it's genuinely them or not.
yeah.
So that's true. And I truly
Yeah.
believe, and I can call my mom too. I can call my mom and I call my sisters. I can call you. I can call my friends. Like I can say, I genuinely have people who are not yes men in my corner and will say, can now. But I'm going to tell y'all now, right now, so far, everybody been like, nope, Ken, that wasn't you. It was them. Cut them off. So.
Oh my goodness. It's just, oh yes. Just looking at yourself to see, is it me?
Is it me?
Because I
Kid,
don't
are
want
you
to
a
see.
toxic friend?
Am I a toxic friend, girl? I gotta look at myself and see. Let me think about it.
You
First of
better
all,
think about your.
I'm
Better
thinking
think.
about me. My circle of friends ain't nothing but about this big, y'all.
And mine ain't nothing about this big. Okay, so whatever you can fit through this, that's what mine
So
is.
I don't think so. I may sometimes befriend toxic people just because of the way my heart is set up.
Me too. Me too.
And the way my heart is set up, it's just, I just want to love everybody and I want everybody to be okay. If I'm okay, you're going to be okay. And I'm just going to love on you. And you know what I'm saying? And that's just the way my
Yeah.
heart's set up. And sometimes I don't even see, what's happening or what the person may be doing or how the person may be using me or how the person may be projecting on me. You know what I'm saying?
But my thing is they say you are what you're around. So if you're constantly befriending toxic people, don't you then be? My mom told me growing up, never let your good be evil spoken of, and all those, and even though you have a heart that you don't want to love on people and toxic and all that other stuff, but when they start talking about them bad seeds, guess what? You over there too, so they're gonna be talking about you. And then you become labeled toxic, and then maybe you're not the one toxic because you out here trying to be friend and be nice to toxic. See, I used to be that person, but not no more.
Not anymore. Oh, this is a lot. Where the therapist said this is a good one. We should have had her. Listen, who is this? Oh, empath attract. Yes,
That's true.
yes,
And I'm that.
yes,
I'm that. And I track
absolutely.
them types all the time. I'm like, why I always track a crazy? Why do crazies always want to flock to me? Get up out of here, crazy. What's this one say? Get in tune with you. I'm not a toxic person, but I can be a butthole. Every now and then I like to embrace my inner butthole. It's therapeutic. Who is that? State your name. State your name.
Because I'm tickled. Yes, honey.
A lot of maturity and humility to be able to check yourself. Everybody ain't able, child, and it's true. If my peace, let me see. If my peace is rocked in any relationship, I'm out. I'm out. If you're gonna rock my peace, and if you're not going to be have some accountability, if you're not going to here you go. If you're not going to give the same that I'm, yes, I'm with you. Whatever relationship it is, I don't care what it is. I'm out. I'm out. I'm not dealing with that. I'm not dealing with that. My peace, I'm with you at my peace. That's what it boils down for me, y'all. At the end of the day, give me peace. And that's all I want. If that means I have, and then the Bible, is it the Bible that say? Because I don't want to lie on the Bible. Y'all know I ain't been around it too much lately, so I don't want to lie on the Bible, but I believe it's the Bible that says, a man is not an island. He can't stand alone. But listen, give me that island. Let me be alone before I have y'all getting on my nerves. Give me that. Give me that.
My goodness.
Because I'm serious, y'all. At this point, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, but I don't understand. I almost want to say, some people are just who they are, try to. But to be honest, I can't understand why people would choose to be toxic and be okay with it. But maybe it's because they don't see it is that way. And
that's probably what it is.
So
That's
how do
probably
you help
exactly
those?
what.
And there's really no help for those people, because in order for them to acknowledge what they're doing,
Yeah,
or so
therapy.
they have to know, they have to acknowledge that it's an issue. But if they don't, then what? Like, how do you? That's why you got to cut them off. Don't matter who they are, because they can be family members and all of that, but it doesn't matter if they're not willing to acknowledge what the issue is. They're gonna keep running you low, and that's gonna be on you while you trying to keep family around. I'm not. Oh, it's me, Dorian, my inner self from time to time.
Oh
I know
my
that's
goodness. It's
everybody. Let me
just
see. Everybody's not able to face the man in the mirror, and that's true. They're not able to do that. Um, it's easier. Let's see. This says it's easier to point the finger than to accept responsibility, and that's true. It is true. It's easy to point the finger.
so I'm reading right here. Somebody asked, it asked, is toxic personality a disorder? Somebody asked that. And it says, much like psychopaths, toxic people are experts in how to control and manipulate others. They always know the words and the actions that will send shockwaves through you, set you on edge, put you into a tailspin of doubt, confusion, anxiety, and worry. That's just traits of a toxic person. Like, and for us to be like, it's something, it's we can't you can't tell them that they're wrong. And that's what we're saying.
You
It's
can't tell them that they're wrong.
it's gonna take somebody else. It's gonna take somebody else, and a cutoff must take place.
It must happen.
What about if you're married to a toxic person?
Yeah, that's a definition of a narcissist, and I feel like people who are toxic are narcissists too.
But what if you're married to him already? You ain't dating. You're married at this point.
You didn't know before?
Oh, it's time to go. Let me get my clutch.
Let me see what bag. Let me get my poster, and it's time to go.
You didn't know before
You didn't know before?
that the person you married was toxic. They didn't show any of these. So can you cut them off or not? This is where we are now.
Can you divorce them? Was you praying, or is y'all still praying?
Candace, I'm gonna scream because
Sorry.
it's just what it is. You can't cut them off. This is another. This is like family.
You
too, though.
can't. You can't cut them off.
You married, Candace. You're married now. You have a family. You got kids. What do you do now, in your opinion? Huh? Somebody you didn't see it before. Somebody said Stevie Wonder.
And somebody says sometimes you don't. Grace says sometimes you don't. They are very good at hiding it.
Ooh.
What's the toxicity? That's what I want to know. What's the toxicity in this marriage? Because what is it gonna be? Like, some stuff you can get through. Some stuff you can get. I'm with you, Amber. Come on, Amber. Come on, Amber.
Okay, so what is toxic? The same things we just said. The same.
I guess what he's saying is depends on what the toxicity is, I guess. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
If it's evident and there is no change, it's time to leave. I'm with that. Like, we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna try to get through it. We're gonna try to do all of that. We have forgotten how to actually interact with each other. Oh, that's toxic. They saying that could be a trait where you don't forgot how to. But now I just think I don't feel like it's a straight divorce, but it will come down to that if that's who you are, especially if you didn't. This is something you just hid real good, and so all this time, so you knew how to. So in my brain, it's like you know what you're doing, because while you're dating and courting and all this other stuff, you know it's something you need to hide in order to get me. Therefore, you know it's not something good, and so now you want to come out with it. No, ain't no chances for you. Ain't no chances. Good day. And most toxic people don't change, and narcissists either. They be that way.
It's sad. I'm sad.
I said no, they don't. We today don't pay attention to the signs. The signs are always there. We overlook them for dumb reasons. We do. The signs be there. Like, who can really say the signs? Like, the person you wouldn't be like, he changed or she changed. Let's be honest. If you think back to the top of that relationship,
Oh, let's not go down
any of them, any of these relationships, let's just think back. None of this stuff just happened overnight. It was a bunch of stuff that you definitely overlooked.
Not deaf.
You definitely overlooked.
That's so ugly. That is so ugly. Definitely.
Y'all gonna say, y'all, somebody please tell me. Somebody gonna say, y'all didn't overlook it. You didn't overlook it?
No. Somebody said they were toxic from the start. You just didn't pay attention. He just looked good. She just looked good.
No, that's true. Interaction can be relearned if both parties agree. No, I agree with that. And that's why I said one time before, you have to do regular check-ins with people. You know what I mean? Like, see where they are, because as you grow and as you mature, you change. Everybody changes. So you gotta, do these check-ins to see where people are, because what once worked for them may no longer. And relationships, I feel, not just marriage, but also, friendships and stuff. It's constantly evolving. And as long as you got two people who are both maturing and both evolving, then you guys can work it out and you can communicate well and, relearn these things and revisit these things. Then you just you're constantly, I think, relearning people. But you got some people, you ain't changed. You've been this same toxic narcissist this entire time, and nothing about you has changed. And good day. So I think stuff like that can be relearned. Yeah.
This is terrible. So a toxic person and a narcissist are the same thing. We're just gonna put them all in the same.
Let's put them all together.
In the same. It's the same thing. So if you're married to a narcissist or dating a narcissist or have a family member who is that, protect your peace.
This is true. Divorcing a narcissist will be more than likely the worst battle of your life. They will try extremely hard to make your life a living hell because they can't stand to be left. They can't stand to be wrong.
Ooh.
They can't stand to be at fault. They can't stand none of that. And they will clown to try to put it off on you, to try to switch around on you, to reverse it on you.
Forever.
And will continue to clown. They're going to tell the story how it didn't happen.
We talking about forever, though. We're not talking about, we're going to clown for a little minute. They will clown forever. That's all I want to say about that.
And we probably already said this, but I wanted to say, was it hidden, or do people just refuse to see what everyone else saw? Everybody saw that. When everybody was telling you, but you was mad because, y'all just hating. She just mad because I got me somebody. And no, sis. Or no, bro. Why y'all say bro?
Bruh.
No.
Whoever. No.
We trying to tell you. And now you somewhere on the other line, snotting and crying. I'm just going to pass you this tissue because I don't know what else to say. They will gaslight. What is gaslighting?
Let's get the real definition so we can say it right. You got it? Or I got it. I got it.
Okay, got it.
Yes, it's manipulated. It's manipulation. It's manipulation. Period.
Manipulation.
It's a highly manipulative person.
Okay.
Period.
They'll try to manipulate you.
Manipulative.
And I can't be manipulative, baby. You're not gonna manipulative. They try to manipulate you, baby. So that's brown.
You're not gonna manipulate.
And if we divorce the toxic person, cool. But we have to make sure we do some work on ourselves because something allowed us to fall in love with the toxic person.
You're right.
The next one, you'll keep attracting that.
That's what we were saying. How empaths attract narcissists.
You'll keep attracting a narcissist person, toxic person. You'll keep on. So you're right. That is true. It's something in you that you need to check to be sure that you're not constantly attract. And then maybe that may be the common denominator. Remember when you asked, is it, if you keep having these issues, is it me? Was it me? Maybe what's you is the fact that you see the signs, but you constantly ignore them. And you constantly let these people in. That may be the common denominator that you're experiencing, is that you're constantly letting. It's maybe not what you're doing, rather than you keep letting these people into your life to cause drama. So then that's the part where you need to check yourself to see what it is in you that keeps allowing this behavior in your life. Not me, I'm cutting them off.
Here y'all go. See, well, I done learned, like, okay.
Here we go. Look at this. Trump gaslighted the entire country. Then I used it in the sentence. Oh, I thought it was getting ready to go. There, I use it. Gaslighted the whole country, manipulated. How did he manipulate the country, though? That's what I want to know.
Here, look, we about to go somewhere else.
Manipulate? No, we're not. I just want to know, how do you manipulate? How did he manipulate the country? I put a link in the comments to a clip talking about how to deal with the narcissist. Well, I need to click on that.
Thank you, lady.
You so much.
Thank you, lady.
Thank you so much. Yeah, how did he?
That's good. That's good. So what I learned today is mamas can get cut off.
Is Emily watching? You better not say Emily gonna
walk. You better tread light.
You better not tell Emily that.
Girl. If you know somebody 50 and up, you can't tell them nothing.
No, they come from a different time.
They come from the time where nobody said anything about
you were
anything.
Seen and not heard. You were seen and not heard.
So
and
if you know somebody 50 and up, your mama, all of them, they don't want you to tell them nothing. They don't want you to tell them. They don't want you to tell them especially when they wrong. They don't want you to tell them nothing. But guess what? Y'all gonna get it today.
Queen, you watch. Queen,
and we can still hug and love, but we're gonna talk about it. We have to talk about it.
We gotta talk about it, and we have to address it. We have to say what the issues are, or we cannot move forward. And you cannot expect people to constantly deal with you or want to be around you, or any of that if you're not willing to, be told about yourself. If you can't be that, then don't expect to be in somebody's life. Go somewhere and sit down and stop being the troublemaker in people's lives.
And
stop doing that.
And if you keep seeing the same sequence of relationships or it might be you, buddy. So you need to do some real looking at yourself to see, okay, this cycle keeps happening. This has to stop. I need to do some self-reflection and fix this.
Yeah.
Because you might not know. You might not know. But y'all to learn me some things today.
Yeah, y'all did. And my thing is, I think that's my takeaway too. You definitely have to work on whatever's in you that keeps on allowing this behavior and in your life. And you have to be unafraid to be willing to
cut them off.
When they said Wakanda forever, that didn't just mean, that meant cut them off. I'm gonna chop you down. That meant all of that. I cut you off. Yeah, you have to be willing to do that, or it just boils down to your peace, your health, your happiness, your state of, a healthy state of mind, your mental wholeness. You can't be mentally whole allowing people and things and situations to constantly disrupt
you.
Your peace and your space and drain you. You can't. So unfortunately, that means
they gotta go.
You gotta let them go. That's just what that is.
You gotta let them go. And then this is the other thing along. You gotta let them go, but that doesn't mean, I can't stand them. I can't. You let them go in peace. You can let people go in peace.
And it don't have to be no drama. It don't have to be none of that.
And if I see you in the street,
Nikki, what's that song? If I see you on the street, remember, you don't know me. If I holler me,
that's what I was getting ready to say.
Yeah, you don't know me. Yeah.
That's what I was getting ready to say.
Yeah, what did Cardi say in her song?
Oh,
if I see you and I don't speak, that period. whatever, whichever way. But I ain't gonna now see that's me being toxic, telling y'all
Don't do that.
to be rude to people. I'm just being funny here on this conversation. So for y'all run like, oh, she was trying to tell people, I'm being funny. And I
Don't
was
be-
referring to the songs.
But today, don't be afraid to cut people off. Period.
That's it. That's what we doing all 2021. We shouldn't smile. And we cutting people off. Period. That's what we doing. That's what we doing. Look at. Shay said, we out. That's sad. We're cutting them off.
Man,
That's
okay,
sad.
I need to say something real quick before we end this.
Okay.
Hey, did y'all see us on the live with the pastors?
We were supposed to say that in the beginning. Did y'all catch us on live in the pastor study?
Did y'all see us in the pastor study on Monday?
They ain't sit us down, y'all.
We didn't get sat down.
We didn't get sat down. They let us come in. They let us talk.
They let us speak and things. And the pastors was all right. See, these new pastors, they not the same, y'all.
No,
they not the same. And I am so very grateful.
Me too.
Very grateful. If y'all missed the live with the pastors, y'all gotta go back and watch that. It was a good old time. Just get you a dinner because we was on there a while, honey.
You say you were good church girls on the show. No,
I told you should have wore our first lady hats. We should have had.
We were literally coming in there. We was gonna have on our Sunday's best, and we was gonna have on
a
good
hat.
Cause y'all ain't sitting me down.
And
pantyhose, we was gonna have on the full 9, and I was gonna sit my legs crossed and straight up and ready. Amber said she thought it was a today. Where's the replay? 316, kicking it. 316.
Put it in the comment.
Put it in the comments
so they can go back and see it.
So they can go and see the video. We was on there. It was a good show.
It was very good.
It was a good show.
It was a
and you know it's good if it can run super long. You know it's good, and you got to cut it off.
Mm-hmm. It's time.
You know it's good. Yeah. No, it was a really good show.
Good time in the pastor study. Yes, check us out. Look, child, conversations. I mean, you got shirts.
We coming along, y'all. We're doing, thank you guys. And thank y'all for caring, But y'all can catch it. Y'all can catch it. If you missed it, you can catch the replay. It's right there. It's right there for you. It was good. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all for so much.
Okay. This is what I want to say real quick before we go. If you all have any topics that you all want us to talk about, shoot us a message on the conversations page. You can put it in our DMs, whatever. Because we like to chat, but we want to make sure we're talking about things that you actually want to hear. So go ahead and throw some suggestions in the box. That's fine with us.
Now, y'all know we don't really do much, politics and things like that. Doesn't mean we never will, but different cases and things. But that's just not.
And I'm gonna tell y'all why. Let me tell y'all why. Because for me, it is draining. It's toxic for me. And I'm dead serious, y'all. It's because it is everywhere, 24/7. And everybody's talking about it, and we got to see it all day, y'all. It wears me low. So when it's time to get on conversations and talk and to be uplifted, that's exactly what we want to do here. Yeah. So it's not like, oh, they don't ever talk about it. Here's why. I can't.
It's draining, and then don't let you have a different
energy.
Yeah, and don't let you have a different opinion than somebody. Then that goes completely left, because we live in a world where you're not allowed to be a human being with your own thoughts and opinions, because people will come for you. So to keep all of that down and all of that stress down, we'd rather not.
And if you all want to talk about
if you want to hear our opinions,
go ahead and put it in the DM. Let us know, because we will, but we're not going to set up a whole show for that, because it's everywhere, and you can click on a whole lot of other places to find it.
Find it out.
We want to laugh and giggle and get away for a little while,
for a minute.
As soon as you click out of this and turn on the TV, it's there.
It's there. Now, if you just want to hear our opinions, then be it, but at your own risk. Okay, don't be asking and then be coming for us like, well, what do you? Don't.
at your own risk.
So yeah,
But
we
that's all
don't.
I wanted to say. That's all I wanted to say. We just love you all. I
So
just
much.
love. I love my new shirt. Don't be mad if we wear these little musty shirts every week.
Don't be mad we have it on next week. We base. Okay.
Don't judge us because we like our shirts.
Because we like
But
our shirts. Y'all might
thank
see
you.
us with it.
Thank you, Crafting Angel. Thank you, Natalie Ray Styles. Shout out to Kicking It 360. Like, just thank you.
Wait, pause. It's not 360. Pause, friend.
Just like we're not Bomversation
Or bomb
but
conversations. Where's the via? Bomb conversations.
I'm sorry, Kicking
I
It
love it.
316. It's 316. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But thank you all. We love y'all. We're going to get on off of here because I'm hot.
Yes, we are. I'm hot, and that's that.
Thank you
That's
for
that.
joining us tonight on Conversations where it's lit.
We're lit, and
everything is lit. Good
Thank
night,
you guys so much.
everybody.
We love you. We'll
you
see you
soon.
next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.